This is when the helter-skelter scenario took place during the helical rising of Sirius.
Am I the only one that noticed the darkness in Perez Hilton's eyes as the years went on and on? Tell me how Perez went from this to this.
This is why you cannot attack the devil in the physical. There are levels to this. And if you're having an issue with a demon, it is in your control. Not all of your thoughts are your own.
Christianity is under attack. And this is in Canada, and this was a day ago, in Montreal.
You're under the impression that they're singing about a person, a human being, that they're singing about someone. You just assume it. So it never even crosses your mind because it's socially engineered, and these are Luciferians, and they work by the principle of deception.
Welcome back to the Wizard's Fish. It is Friday. Hope you guys are all doing well. We are not going to waste any time. Just going to jump straight into things as usual. So viewer discretion is advised, and everything that you see in here is for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into it.
Y'all know I ain't bash crazy. When Miley Cyrus started looking like that right there. Her ass look like some Fifth Element. Her ass look like she come from a whole different star system, or she live up under that ground.
In my opinion, it's because they're the opposite of how they present. So that is a biological male, in my opinion. And as they get older, it starts to show more. So that's why they botch their faces with like plastic surgeries and whatnot, is to try and hide the fact that they are what they are.
Or she live up under that motion. The bitch don't look the same no more, dog. We all age. Yeah, I get that right. The bitch whole bone structure changed. That's crazy work. Don't believe me? Because this is this year. Let's go to last year, dog. Last year. Look at the difference, dog. That looked like Miley. That looked like her.
Still looks like a boy to me.
With her like that? I don't put none of these like that, but that looked like her. I know what you look like. But now you look like this shit right here, dog. Scary work. Scary and crazy work. But everybody think that we just be tripping. Some of you might see your main eyes are closed, and for damn sure your third eye closed. You don't see the difference in these two motos, dog. The math ain't math, and how her whole face changed. Go back to last year. The face, boy, even this shit look creepy. I ain't even gonna hold you. Y'all seen the side by side of her and Justin Bieber from back in the day. Her and Justin Bieber had the same face. And now they both look different. Maybe we should do a side by side of what they look like now. I ain't gonna do it because Justin Bieber look like he on that shit. She look like a whole different. Let's do a side by side of these two pictures. So you mean to tell me that, right? That's the same? Okay. You can believe it, but want to believe though. But my eyes don't deceive me. And that looked like two different only a year apart. And y'all gonna stop blaming everything on plastic surgery. We know these need plastic surgery. But that right there is two different mogs.
Could be as well.
Peace.
To become a 33-degree Mason, there's a practice called riding the goat. If you look up on Google, Mason riding the goat, there's all these old propaganda posters of these cartoonish guys riding a goat. Because if you follow all their rites and passages, do all their theater, all their little practices together behind the scenes, eventually you get the test of riding the goat. And that came out because there were some whistleblowers inside the Mason Lodge who just said, this is just, I went too far and I regret it. You basically need to practice bestiality with the goat.
Oh my God.
And you need to finish the climax, because if you do, you're actually separating your humanity is the point. And once that is proven, basically it shows that you have left humanity. For them, that means transcendence. But that's what they have to do to become a 33-degree Mason. Yeah. You need to actually have sex with a goat.
The people at 33rd, like J. Edgar Hoover was a 33rd degree Mason, Alan Dulles. Like you could look up the people, almost all the people that created Hollywood, all the studio owners.
From what I've gathered, in order to become a 33rd degree Mason, you have to have a life-changing event. I could see that being one of them.
You start looking it up. Buzz Aldrin, the guy that walked on the moon. You start looking it up. It's all these historic. I think 15 of our presidents.
You don't have to do that, by the way.
They don't have to do that
seriously.
part. Wow.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
serious?
This is for Gentile 33 degree Masons.
Am I the only one that noticed the darkness in Perez Hilton's eyes as the years went on and on? Tell me how Perez went from this to this, or am I the only one seeing it? He went from having joy in his eyes, life in his eyes, to emptiness, absolute darkness. There is no joy behind the eyes whatsoever. And not just that. No one found it interesting that a man who bashes celebrities was able to be surrounded by them. He was able to go to award ceremonies. He was able to go to after parties and be completely surrounded by those he was taking down online. He was able to hang out with many celebrities who aren't here anymore, like Michelle Trachtenberg, Amy Winehouse, and some celebrities like Amanda Bynes who completely lost their mind and no one questions why or how. He became very, very close with Paris Hilton, Britney Spears' BFF, supposedly. But no one is questioning why Paris would want anything to do with Perez when all he did was make Britney Spears' life a living hell. Literally.
All that I have to say is boycott Britney Spears. Why? Starting a movement in the campaign immediately. People are supporting it. Do not buy her Kindle. Instead, lend your support.
We're talking about a woman in the industry who is over 40 years old who dresses up as Britney Spears every day. She's a cook. She's a model. She's a reality TV star.
Look how chiseled all their jaws are.
She's an actress. She's a DJ. It almost feels like a real life Destiny swap to me. Meanwhile, America's #1 pop star and history is just rolling around on the floor. Literally. So my question is, was Perez Hilton apologizing in his last live stream on TikTok for doing more than just gossiping about celebrities? And why was just some average person like you and me who talks about celebrities able to have so much access to them? Do you think that he was doing something on the inside? Let me know what you think in the comments section.
People don't know how insidious and how involved witchcraft is in our world. They're totally blind to it. Like the root word, like our English language is an occultic language. It's witch tongue, actually. We are speaking, this is witch tongue. And it comes from English, which is angelish, which is the fallen angels that had sex with the women and bore the Nephilim, which is these giants that were perversions of God's creation. And it, you know, it derives from Anglo-Saxon, supposedly, which is Angelo, which is angelo, okay? And Saxon is sexon, it's sect. It means part of, angel, sex. But the Google will tell you, no, Anglo means angler. It means a fisherman. It means a part of a fisherman. That's what it means. No, it doesn't. But here's the thing, like it is intentionally created language to deceive you. That's why this language is called grammar and spelling. Do you know what spelling means? It means spell casting. Do you know what grammar means? Grammar is for the root word grimoire. And if you type into etymology.com, type in etymology of grammar, it will tell you it means mumbo jumbo, witchcraft, incantations, spells. Grammar is the root word for witchcraft. It's where we get like Grimm, like the Brothers Grimm, or the Grimm fairy tales, or grimoire is the old books of witchcraft. That's what they were saved in. Okay, so gram, this word is witchcraft. That's why it's called Instagram, telegram. They're telling you instant witchcraft. That's why I had you take all the skulls out, by the way.
I was gonna get to that.
I don't want that. I don't want that stuff in there because it's like I'll do your podcast, sure, bro. We'll talk, but like get that skull stuff out of here. Get this stuff out of the background. That's not of God. It's not love. It's death, bro.
This Justin Trudeau shit I just found out me up. All right, Justin Trudeau was allegedly replaced with somebody else. They saying he had a double since like 2020. They replaced him. If you look at the 2020 Trudeau, he do look very different in 2022. His jaw ain't his line. I can understand people gain weight during that COVID time. But he went from like Fidel Castro to what he looking like now. Speaking of Fidel Castro, striking resemblance, huh? Kind of crazy, ain't it? Bro look like the Canadian Fidel. I'm just saying, he might be. Because Obama is Osama bin Laden, son. They be doing this shit. That's all they do is take the people and make a sleeve, and
wouldn't surprise me.
That's a clone. Shit. Y'all better go watch Boys from Brazil. No, literally, go watch Boys from Brazil, the movie. Then hit the link in my bio. Then we back to it. Then we go to the Trudeau's Foundation. Like, why y'all got the same logo? And do not say this ain't real for the millionth time. You can go on FBI.gov/vault and type in the P word. And boop. This was in the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation 2013-2014 report. This was on the cover. Had did some work with Nvidia. And it's funny that it was work with children. Like, it's kind of diabolical that they using this logo and they're working with children. But Nvidia got hit with a involvement in a mass ring. That's this Frank Gustria. He looked like he did it. He don't look like it. Like, y'all got to be able to determine a chomo from a normal white boy. This is a chomo. I know a chomo when I see one. I'm sorry. Same people tied to Epstein and Prince Andrew. Same people. But bro was named in a lawsuit 11 years ago. In Vanity Fair in 2011. In an interview with Ed Klein, Ed Klein said he knew Jeffrey Epstein very well and Prince Andrew very well, and then was asking him, he like, oh, you gonna mess with Jeffrey and all that? He said, I stick by. Andrew said, he kept it a bean. He said, I ride to my friends to the death. I'm talking about Jeffrey's my friend. Being loyal to your friends is a virtue, and I'm gonna be loyal to him. But Juan Alessi snitched on this in 2006. You talking about told him in 06. But that bitch Sarah Killing misplayed a victim, white girl tears, did not want to testify in court, said, no, Jeffrey's a perfect dude, and she was trafficking kids the whole time. The gardener told on her. Prince Andrew said he was only at Jeffrey Epstein's house to get money for Sarah Ferguson. Why the Duchess of York need $24,000? Bitch, you ain't got 24 racks, and you the Duchess of York? Like, Epstein was accused of 40 little girls. In 06, they had a whole investigation open by the FBI, but Alan Dershowitz wrote them people a letter and told them, y'all can't come hit him with double jeopardy. He already been charged before. They dropped the case. Like, go check the newly redacted photo. Jack Lane, Minister of France. Mohammed bin Salam, Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. Lock him up. Woody Allen, goofy ass, trying to hide. Boy, they unredacted you. The AI cult. Everybody that's involved with AI. Rose McGowan and Marilyn Manson, these was redacted photos. Why they was redacted? They was in Epstein shit. Then Noam Chomsky. Like, y'all don't even know the significance of most of these people.
They say we all sold our souls because of the shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's all right, bro. Now we switch topics quick. Now we winning, bro. Hold on, wait. I thought y'all were stuck in the warehouse.
Yo, they switched topics overly fast. I never even knew the reason why they got blonde hair is because Neon got it. Changed things differently. If you see people just dye their hair because they want to dye their hair, that's one thing, right?
Look at the look on Neon's face. You can see after that he mentioned that, he just got that look all of a sudden, like, don't talk about that anymore.
But this is how they show that they got down, bro. It's how they show they're a part of certain things, man. This is the reason why people are saying these conspiracy theories are real with streamers, right? First of all, Neon is like a gatekeeper. He's like, he breaks out all these new streamers that come with certain agendas, right? No offense to Wardrobe, though. Because you got dudes like this that get pushed and they hide behind things and they're not openly with their stuff. The fact that you got Drake now streaming, popular celebrity, I heard YoungBoy finna start streaming. Holly Weird is on the way, bro, and it's been in. Like,
You gotta think about it, bro. Anybody was blowing up 2020, 2014. You gotta think about it. Everybody was blowing up. All you have to do is join a Discord group and get in the right call. Anybody getting on a call with Kai. Now, it's not like that. Everything back gatekeeped.
Famous brands linked with suspicious things. Nickelodeon. In Latin, the word nickel, meaning I don't care about God. The channel has been a staple of children's entertainment, but its name carries a darker linguistic shadow. Google Play. The logo closely resembles the sigil of Lucifer, an occult symbol historically associated with dark mysticism. The triangular play button mirrors this sigil almost exactly. Balenciaga. In Latin, Balenciaga mean Baal is the king. Baal is an ancient demon, often depicted as a three-headed figure. The brand has also faced multiple controversies involving disturbing imagery in its campaigns. Monster Energy. The Monster logo are formed using the Hebrew letter, which has a numerical value of 6, making the logo spell out 666, the Andorra's number of the beast, which is mentioned in the Bible's Book of Revelation. Google Chrome. The 3 curved sections spinning around the center can be seen as 3 sixes, rotating together, hiding 666 in plain sight within one of the world's most used browser icons. Gmail. The Gmail M logo bears a striking resemblance to the Royal Ark Mariner apron used in Freemasonry, a decorative garment worn during Masonic rituals, complete with the same folded triangular flap design. Before the last one, hit that follow button for more disturbing facts like these. Prada. Prada has sold earrings and accessories that look remarkably similar to depictions of Baal. The design choices have raised eyebrows among those familiar with occult and biblical symbolism.
The symbols of the eclipse, as you can see in this painting by Rene, and you see the tripod. Here's the tripod with George Washington laying the cornerstone, faces east for the sun, and it is used to find eclipses with the meridians and the different ley lines. The solar and lunar eclipses mapped out by these stone circles. This was the geomagnetic ley line that had a lot of energy in it, but also was able to predict when the eclipses were going to happen. The Knights Templars came into America. Here's Rhode Island, where they actually have a Templar construction. It has 3 windows. The sun is out one of the windows because this is how they were able to map out the eclipse.
Babbling, I'm afraid of Mumbai. G'day, mate, from my Punjabi. I asked the kid why you wine aplenty, and they said, I won't stop until I'm 20. I say, you come from the land of toddlers. Women go with that slumber. Do you taste the two-boy waddler? Ain't it fun being a mother? Whoop.
This is when the helter-skelter scenario took place during the helical rising of Sirius. This is very serious. Even with America, the nation's capital is built upon the symbolism. Scottish Rite, Albert Pike, the day is dedicated in his astrology room to August 10th and the day centering upon it. This is a huge ritualistic day. It's when the Manson murders went down on August 10th. For the ancient calendar system of when the Nile flooded. The eclipse coming up in Spain as Spain won the World Cup and they were showing the eclipse during this big ritual. Spain will be having this eclipse August 12th. Now the eclipse has been tied in historically to sacrifice of ending of a leader for the eclipse. You can see this in the movie Apocalypto with these eclipse rituals. We've tied this into the CERN ritual where the day CERN was activated, the guy who came up with the God particle was sacrificed the same day on the eclipse. You got all these different moon rituals with celebrities. We've documented the last 6 years a pattern recognition. August 10th, the son of Sam was arrested. He was arrested under the Sirius Rising. August 10th, Epstein found hanged. August 11th, Robin Williams.
Interesting. That looks violent. God, I hope nobody's inside there. That's insane.
Daños completos. Pereira. Vámonos que...
¡Hey! ¡Victoria! Venga para acá, venga para acá, venga para acá, venga para acá. Venga para acá, venga para acá, venga para acá. ¡Eso de las... ¡No! ¡En la tierra, hombre! Quieta, mira. ¡La tierra, hombre! Quieta. ¡Dios! ¡Ay, Dios! ¡Demos tus manos, Jesús! ¡Jesús de Nazaret! ¡Jesucristo! ¡Santa María!
Oh my God, the house. Oh God. That's horrible.
Dios, Jesús de Nazaret. Recemos, muchachos. Dios, en tu mano estamos, Jesucristo. En tu mano estamos, Dios. Dios, la sangre de Cristo, Dios mío, tiene poder. Jesús de Nazaret, Dios. Estamos en la gloria en tu mano. Jesús, Dios, Cristo. Dios, Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo,
Hay poder en el nombre de Jesús.
Schizophrenia are demonic voices.
Consistently associated with schizophrenia, there is usually horrendous physical, emotional, or abuse. These people are wounded. Methamphetamine opens up the door, like, come on and get me. It's like an invitation for these things to enter. Okay? And it's really the prisoners called it the devil's drug. Okay? So I've talked to a number of prisoners who, when they ran out of meth, the voices would tell them where to be and when to be there. And some stranger would walk up with the meth, say,
Wow.
Hey, you want some stuff?
What?
You know? Yeah, that happened over and over and over again. They would see these entities called the shadow people, were three-dimensional shadows that would appear to them. And they never spoke, or hardly ever spoke. I only know of one that did, and that story was chilling. But they would either have red or lime green eyes, if they could see the eyes at all, which aren't good colors for eyes. Yeah. So most of the time, they were just three-dimensional humanoid shaped shadows that would appear in the bedroom. They would be darker than the rest of the bedroom or living room. They could walk through walls. They would appear at the base of the bed, and they would just scare these people half to death. They never said anything, but just the appearance. You can imagine what it would look like if you had a three-dimensional black shadow appear in the middle of the night looking at you with lime green eyes. You know, they would never talk, except in one case. There was one guy when I was working doing psychiatric evaluations in emergency rooms in hospitals around Tucson. And one night, and this was Christmas Eve, a guy came in. It was a pretty quiet night except for him. He comes in, he's shaking like a leaf, you know, just trembling, and he couldn't stop. So when it came time to do his evaluation, I brought him in, and he's shaking like a leaf. And I said, "What's going on?" He says, "Well, I'm hearing voices." And he told me he was using meth. He was injecting meth for 10 years. And that got my attention up because he should have been dead 5 years ago.
Saddle Ridge, it just keeps getting worse. Since the last time I was here a couple months ago, I thought maybe it would bring some attention to it and get it cleaned up. But absolutely not. The trash just got piled higher and more. Residents around here must really hate their neighborhood because they sure treat it like shit. This is by far the dirtiest neighborhood in the entire city.
Gross.
And nothing's being done to rectify the issue. The residents in this area need to stop shitting in their own backyard and start taking action as to what they've done. Take some initiative. Get out there and clean this mess up, you dirty pigs.
We have a
WNBA
visit from
transphobic.
Dave.
Their commissioner says they have to have a closed-door meeting just to determine whether these two women should be able to play. Thought the science was settled, guys. Trans women are women. Turns out the WNBA actually doesn't have a problem with transgenders. You just need to shave your beard first. The only reason these two women are not allowed to play is because bigots like Sophie Cunningham here, who for some reason want only women to play in their sport. And we have the real heroes like Minnesota's coach Cheryl Davis, who supports trans kids.
In support of trans kids.
Can't think of a better coach for these two women to play for than Cheryl Davis.
That's a dude. No wonder it's supporting trans kids.
What do you guys think? Tell you this, if I was the WNBA commissioner, I would certainly allow these two women to play. I bet the ratings will go through the roof. Can you imagine if they went after the Epstein-class billionaires the same way they go after the patriots who are tearing down these flock cameras? They literally are bringing out the forensics team to see who did this. It's even crazier though, guys. New leaked reports show that they were trying to merge with Lyft and Uber to use their 350,000 rideshare vehicles for data collection. Guys, we can't even shank the ball anymore. They're putting these things on golf courses now too. At that point in this country where they'll arrest patriots like this man for shooting down these flock cameras for violating our Fourth Amendment right, but the police who weaponize these cameras to literally stalk people, they're just fired from their job. They're not arrested. And let's be honest, guys, they're probably hired on by the next department over. When they arrest patriots like Wesley Jackson here for tearing down these flock cameras, this is how we fight back.
1,000 people have vouched a wild story tonight where it appears nearly 20,000 people have vouched for the whereabouts of a man accused of destroying flock cameras in West Virginia. Thousands of people have publicly said they were with or saw 20-year-old Wesley Jackson during the time he was accused of the crime, with comments such as, "Couldn't be him. He was helping me replace the roof on a homeless shelter. And I saw him serving at a soup kitchen at the time of the incident." He has pleaded not guilty to the crimes against him.
Remember, they're not going to go after the Epstein class, but they will go after if you damage a reflecting pool, flock camera, if you feed the homeless, or if you protest the Iran war. Ion Don lied to us all. Let's wake up.
Toilet paper causes cancer. That's what this man claims after holding it under a UV light and seeing something terrifying.
Toilet paper? Why does it have... Look at that, it's glowing.
Yeah, it's weird looking.
I don't know if you can see that. I don't think the camera's picking it up. But like, literally, there's these blue... Like, looks radioactive from the top. Because I heard like the women's tampons had like chemicals in them, and then there was a big lawsuit. So I was playing with my UV light and look at it. There's like, it's blue. Like, why would it light up blue? Like, here's the sink, right? This is a regular UV light, and then
definitely odd.
Like that's
in my opinion.
Here's my hand. So here I tore off a strand, and I'm gonna get it wet. Whoa, look at that. That looks crazy. That's like in there.
It's making me think it's some like chemical or something they're putting on it. Definitely weird. Oh, it's on his hand. Yeah, that's not good.
So yeah, I mean, it does come off.
People in his comment section were absolutely horrified. They immediately started asking him to test other brands of toilet paper, and the results shocked a lot of viewers. Some people are even saying they might have to start stealing public toilet paper.
With the toilet paper, it doesn't look like it has any blue spots or glue. So the single plies are safer.
Everything else looks gross. Splatter.
And here's where it gets even crazier. Even tampons have this weird substance that glows under UV light.
But you're getting heavy.
£10 of black powder in a propane tank down the BFC, the big fat cannon. This is gonna be a bussy shot. We have all kinds of stuff. Cold break USA keg. Ah.
This should be interesting.
Baseballs, couple baseballs. This is low budget productions. Why? Well, not very many of you guys buy the t-shirts on the website. And believe it or not, views don't pay that great. Fire extinguisher. And then another fire extinguisher. And then a CV axle. And we're just gonna keep filling this. Shove it in. Get in there. A spring, a car spring. Another fire extinguisher. A horn.
You might want to get out of there soon.
And then whatever that is. CV axle. Lawn chair. What is this? I don't know. CV axle. A full gallon of paint. Shove it down in the cannon. Almost full. Whatever that is. Bowling ball. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, another spring.
Might want to get out of the way.
Strap. And I think that's good. We're gonna keep going until that truck is destroyed. Let's check out the damage. All right. Exit wounds. We have
wow.
the bed flopped off. All this stuff's tore up. Oh my goodness. We got a spring in the truck. Fire extinguisher? Yeah. Oh, look at this. The strap. Look right here. Check it out. The strap hook went through the side of the truck. That is hilarious. Gonna keep blasting this thing. See ya.
This is why you cannot attack the devil in the physical. There are levels to this. And if you're having an issue with a demon, it is in your control. Not all of your thoughts are your own. So when you go to sleep and then you get a thought in your head that you're going to pick up your phone and go watch a little something, that may not be your thought. When you commit a sin over and over and over again, yes, you can open a door. If you have demons roaming around in your life and you want to take care of other people's demons, fight yours first. Deal with your crap behind you before you go and deal with someone else's. It's good practice, honestly. The bar for you is set to the ground. So pick up the crap behind you, and then you can start talking about going into demonology. You start talking about going into fighting demons. People get excited about this stuff until they have to go home alone with their thoughts. And wait, I just say about your thoughts, they're not always your own. So if you ever want to know if someone has a demon, this is the first thing that you can do. Make sure, please, that you get their permission to do this. For example, in the name of Jesus Christ, I call you, Python, to come forward. Churches don't want to talk about this? Then I will.
You've got to see this.
You remember they used to put the kids' pictures on the milk cartons? And they took them off? I contend, I don't know, I can't tell you why, I contend too many kids were being located through those milk cartons. Your federal government doesn't want you to find these kids because your federal government, particularly the finders, CIA organization out of Washington, D.C., is the biggest motivating factor behind the missing children in this country today. Why? Well, there's several reasons. Kids are used for body parts, slaves. They're used for the satanic ceremonies. And a 10, 11, 12-year-old blue-eyed blonde-haired kid will sell on the auction block outside Las Vegas, outside Toronto, Canada, and a barn in Lincoln, Nebraska. These are the 3 locations I'm aware of. For $50,000. Paul Benassi, a young man who was willing to come forward on the Nebraska case, has attended these auctions. He attended 6 such auctions in Las Vegas, Nevada. The fewest number of children there were 6. The highest number were 36. The auctions took place near a landing strip. Foreigners came in with turbans on. They took these kids, put them in the plane, put them in campers, who knows where they went from there. 100,000 children disappear. I have personally filed formal complaints to the great FBI about the finders being an organized international child kidnapping ring. They have yet to come out and interview me formally and get my documentation, which, as I pointed out to you, is the U.S. Customs report. Now, the great FBI, they can tell you how many bank robberies, how many kidnappings, quote, end quote, their kidnapping figures, how many cars were stolen last year, and what have you. They claim in the kidnapping department 75 to 80 children a year. That's a joke. They can keep track of cars, they can keep track of bank robberies, aggravated assaults, but they don't keep track of how many kids disappear every year. And that's by design.
They probably do.
Like this video.
Just keep it secret.
Or if you want to see content just like this, and God bless.
How many of y'all know who Damon Darling is? He's from Ohio, right? He has millions of followers.
Awesome guy.
And practically what he does is going around helping people all day, right? He's always going into grocery stores like Target, Walmart, whatever the case may be, and he's buying people's groceries. He'll buy them gifts. He'll give away money. He's always doing something like for people. Kind acts all the time, no matter where you are or who you are. He's always doing something wonderful. But he went into Walmart and they asked him to leave. He's being banned from Walmart because he's helping people, right? He's buying people groceries and Walmart wants him to leave. Now I'm about to roll the clip for you, but this is the reason why I don't shop at these corporate stores, because they don't give a damn about the people. This should let you know everything that you need to know about Walmart in general and who's the owner and who's behind this madness. Let's roll the clip.
But you know you're not allowed in here.
Why ain't I? I'm just buying people's groceries.
I know, man. You're not allowed in any Walmart.
Well, actually, the police officer said that isn't true, though.
That's not what the police have to say about it. This is Walmart.
And the store manager said I could be in here. I just spoke to her.
You spoke.
Yeah. Do you know who I am?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to leave?
No.
Okay. You sure? I don't want no trouble. I don't want no problems. Thank you.
You're not a store manager.
Well, she said she was the highest one in charge right now. And I said, can I buy people's groceries, bud? And she said, yeah. I'm just helping people. It's hard out here.
But I understand.
No, you don't.
I just don't know where I'm going to go. Walmart is where the people need me. Target don't need me, man. They got money.
I understand.
You know?
What a
I'll
dick.
leave. You want me to leave? I'll leave. I don't want no trouble.
Well, it's like, it puts me in a spot because
Yeah.
that's what it is on corporate.
Yeah.
That you
F your spot.
Is that my served? I've been served. Oh, I thought you were going to serve me.
No.
Oh, okay.
Something else. But
Well, can I bribe you? I'm clown. I wouldn't do that to you. I'm going to leave, man. I'm going to head out.
I mean,
I don't want no
like
trouble.
I said, the store manager is here. She
Okay.
She probably has no idea what's going on.
He's literally helping people.
I'm going to take it to the Supreme Court.
I mean, the Columbus police has no right to say any of that.
Well, let's work together. Can you get me back in?
I mean,
Hey, how are
this
you
is
going?
something that
I was homeless, living out of my car, full-blown alcoholic. Now I'm 10 years, 6 months sober. Owned many cars. Retired my mother. Got custody of my children. All by his doing and the strength that was given. I don't care how low you are, how rock bottom of the barrel that you get, there's always a way out. Don't ever give in or give up. Everything is possible, man. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta want it. You gotta tooth and nail. Tooth and nail. I just can't believe it sometimes that I was able to overcome. Dropped out of high school, got a GED, good enough diploma. Thriving coffee business, able to give back a lot of cash. And now my job is just helping laughter and kindness, love and funny. That's all I do. That's what I punch in to do.
And that's why he's not allowed at Walmart.
I just want to see other people overcome, man. If you're struggling with something, you know, whatever it may be, and you're ready for a change, you're ready to put the fight, you're ready to step in the ring in WWE, comment right now that today's the day. You're going to make a change. You're going to start fighting for your life, for your peace. I'm earthing. Shit feels amazing. Curling my toes in it. But I just felt like somebody might need to hear my story today, man. I'm telling you, I'm nothing special. I'm just a brother that didn't quit, that decided to get up one day and start swinging haymakers, man. Comment, man. Let me know if today's the day that you're going to make a change and you're going to turn it all around, man. It's up to you. It really is up to you, man. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody overcome. Do not be a victim to alcohol and substances. Let's fight. Let's make today the day. Let's fight back.
You stay away from my daughter.
Okay, I can respect that, but how about your wife?
You're messing with the wrong guy.
You mean like I got the right one? Are you confused?
You need to back off.
Tell me, what is it you're gonna do?
I'm about to knock you the f*** out is what I'm about to do.
Yeah, why is that? You take self-defense classes and practice in slow motion? You want me to slowly grab your wrist so you can do one of your moves?
Bruh.
This is for social media. There's a long line of people waiting to see it.
I don't want to be online.
What do you want, a fast pass? This ain't Disney World. What do I look like, Walt Disney?
You don't feel like you're being aggressive in the way you're speaking with me?
No, because we're co-workers and I'm just breaking your balls.
Right, but we can't do that.
That's true because you don't have any.
Wait, why would he say that to me?
I never reminisce anymore. If I told you how I stopped reminiscing, I would be reminiscing.
Bruh.
What's wrong with this guy? Having a little trouble over there? Find your Here's something you could try. Maybe you have a better relationship if you do this. Try sniffing his ear.
Say what?
And then let him sniff yours once. That's how you speak, like dogs communicate.
For real.
If you ever watch dogs, that's what they do.
I don't give a
Hey, did you have toys growing up?
No.
Luckily, you were born a male, so you still had something to play with, right?
You want me to punch you in the face?
Ew, no, with the same hand?
You're an idiot.
Oh, damn.
この信号。あ、ちょっと取れないよ。
So you have 3 massive active volcanoes as we speak. Let's not forget about the Canadian wildfires, which are actually getting worse in certain areas. Look at this. This shit is apocalyptic, baby. They said it would be with fire this time, not the floods. So I don't know. Whatever. Oh, by the way, multiple creators coming out now saying, attacking me for being a Fed. Interesting that this is happening the same week that I start calling for justice for Joe Fells. So, oh, by the way, what's his name? Oh, stupid fittest fat girther has declined my boxing invitation. He's too much of a bitch to accept boxing me. I guess he ain't that fit. I don't know, man. Maybe hit the gym a little. Get back to me. I'm still here. I'm down whenever you are. Whenever you are, bro. I'm down. Trust that. Anyways, I don't know. The world's fucked. Buy a Folding 7 Didn't Epstein itself shirt if you give a fuck the fact that now that one of my friends has been killed, I'm being called a Fed. If that pisses you off, go to cancelclothes.com. If not, just keep on going, sheeple. You're doing great. World's doing real.
Tweezers. Garden shears. Pry bar.
That dude is dangerous.
Putty knife. Needle nose pliers. Saw blade. Scissors. Screwdriver. Handsaw.
Damn.
Roller. Closet pole.
What's next? A shoe?
Putty knife. Saw blades. Needle nose pliers. Allen key set.
Damn.
Broom handle. Chisel.
So Sikh men ride horses carrying swords on the streets in Montreal. So there it is right there. They are pushing, their culture pushing us in the West into accepting this, and if we don't accept this, we are racists. I could understand if this happened 300 years ago, where Sikh came over to build Canada and build the infrastructure, and they brought their horses and their traditional way of life, and it was embedded in Canadian tradition.
Imagine if a bunch of Christians did something like that and had a big street event. I'm imagining it would get shut down pretty quick.
But that's not the case. The Europeans came and built everything around you. Everything around these people were built by Italians, Portuguese, Greeks, Irish, Dutch, Scottish, whatever. They built Canada. And with them, they brought their Christian values. And it was founded on Christian principles. And unfortunately, governments today are pushing this into Western culture and forcing us to accept this, or we are racist. They're pushing 300-400-year-old cultures into Canada and the United States and Australia and everywhere. So Muslims on horseback carrying black Islamic flags in the Middle East, joking, of course, it's Manchester, England. And this is what's happening, folks. They are taking us over. We've been saying this for the last 15 years. We've been warning you guys. This is why we have 28 YouTube suspensions, because we've been warning you guys about a lot of things that are coming, and it's happening. They are forcing these cultures into our already established Western societies. We don't need this to come in. We never needed this to come in. A lot of these people do not fix anything, repair anything, expand anything. They don't build anything. So they're not contributing to society in a positive way. And here it is right here. Mass migration isn't a big whoa, look at Michigan, right? So a lot of taxpayers are funding a lot of this welfare, a lot of this to support these people to come into the country. Why? When Europeans had to come in, my dad had to come in here from Portugal. We had to make sure he was going to work his butt off in construction. My dad worked on the Skydome project. He worked on the RBC Center. He worked on tons of big banks and everything, thinking in his mind that, oh, my son's going to have a job in one of these buildings now that his father has built a building. No, that's for other people to come in and take over those jobs. And that's what's happening, folks. They are forcing this into us, and if you don't accept it, you are a racist. And that's just plain and simple. And we've been warning you guys for the last 15 years about this migrant takeover. Canada's not in need of immigration. Canada's bringing in the migration and immigration to fix the ailing housing market we've been warning you guys about for the last 15 years. The bidding wars, the Chinese bid up all these properties. And then now the locals can't get in. What do? 30 people to a house, 40 people to a house. They'll pay the mortgage. And that's what is happening. This foreign invasion isn't by accident. It's all by design. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Mike Martins here. I have spoken. Christianity is under attack. And this is in Canada, and this was a day ago, in Montreal. And the headline reads, another church burned down in Montreal, Quebec by Islamist immigrants. No, folks, immigrants didn't burn this down. The immigrants built this church. The immigrants, blood, sweat, and tears, built that church for them to worship. The immigrants were the ones that built 95% of everything in the West. All the way from Alaska right down to Argentina, 95% of everything from bridges, running water, infrastructure, highways, was all built by Christian hands. 95% of everything was Christian hands. These are migrants that are coming in and burning this to the ground. These are migrants that are coming in, not immigrants. Migrants are burning this to the ground and destroying the culture, the way of life, the Canadian way. This other church here, we're looking at 100 churches burnt in the last couple of years in Canada. And governments know this, and governments understand that once you remove God from the equation, once you remove God and Jesus from your country, because these countries are predominantly built all on Christian values, right? And governments know once you remove God and Jesus, the country goes into darkness. The skyscraper dark ages we've been talking about for years come. The darkness rolls in. The hate, the murder, deceit. You think it's bad in the West? Wait till you remove God from your equation. You'll see. This is just a warning. And I'm telling you guys, and we've been telling you guys for over 15 years. This is a migrant invasion. It's people that don't contribute, don't build, don't establish, don't offer anything to the country. And your tax dollars are funding this. Your tax dollars are funding what they're doing to us. Governments know this, and they'll keep allowing it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.
Your eyes aren't deceiving you. This is a real picture from the 1940s. And yes, that woman is holding a cell phone to her ear. But it gets even crazier because this woman was filmed in a Charlie Chaplin movie back in the 1920s holding a cell phone to her face. But one of the weirdest cases of time travel is this man right here, who was seen having a modern day iPhone at a Mike Tyson boxing event all the way back in the 90s. You don't think it's possible that the government has time travel capabilities and that these are agents the government sent back in time? This man does not belong in the 1940s. It's likely he's a government asset, sent back in time to observe society in the old times. But as always, thank you for watching. Stay weird.
To all the fully vaccinated and proud people in my comments saying, oh, these windows, they were built like that as fire escapes. That's how they built them. Look at this. Look at this. You're not getting out of that shit. That's a window right there. It's in the ground because of the mud flood, guys. I'm telling you right now, you guys have no idea what you're talking about. Stop believing what you're told. Like, that shit right there is not normal. This is evidence of the mud flood. When you see these old cathedrals, you always see steps leading up, and this stone never matches the stone of the building because this was added afterwards, after the mud flood, after the reset. Normally, when we see basement windows, they'll all be above ground. The basement will go higher than the ground, and the windows will be above the ground. Again, all these steps, they were added afterwards. This used to be an old window that was converted into a door here. You can see 1869. Like, you do not design a building like this and then just, yeah, that makes sense. Mud flood building. It's a mud flood building.
It looks like it's sunk.
Always. See right here, AD, May 24th, 1893. Look, guys, when you start researching these old Tartarian buildings, everything you see at the top, this was meant to create free energy. It harnessed energy from the atmosphere, from the ether. They're copper roofs, and it converted it into electricity. These were sound healing centers. They were free energy power plants. Look at this organ and these pipes. This was quite literally built for sound healing.
That's same with like all the old town bells that they used to have and why every single one has a giant tear or crack in it now. It's because they had healing properties and they don't want that stuff to exist anymore or anybody to know about it, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes.
That's what it was built for. Again, guys, all you need to do is research Tartaria, research the mud flood, research free energy technology in the Great Reset, and you're going to start to see things much differently. Also, look up all the excavations that happened in Europe where they uncovered buildings under the ground. Like, this is only maybe half this building, straight up. The rest is underground. And yeah, that's the truth. Peace and love.
It looks so happy.
All right, Dr. T's going to hit you with one. All the lyrics that you hear these people singing, I love you, baby, I love you, mean more to me than... Every one of them. R&B, rock, all of them. Every single one of them. In these songs, you're under the impression that they're singing about a person, a human being, that they're singing about someone. You just assume it, so it never even crosses your mind. because it's socially engineered, and these are Luciferians, and they work by the principle of deception, meaning they have to fool you. Broke all the rules, played all the fools. They tell you about their Luciferian practices and all the music because they're the ones who actually write it. The Tavistock Institute of Human Relations. No human being is writing any music. All these stories about, well, we were in the studio and we suddenly got... It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit to deflect, to make you think these people are human. They're like us. They're not. These people are Luciferians. They practice the purest form of evil, and they are anything but human. You can see the shit these people do in the dark. When they're singing those songs, the lyrics, no matter what you hear with Xandu, those songs are all being sung to Lucifer. Every single one of them. When you saw Alicia Keys sing that song about, I love it, she's singing to Lucifer. They're all singing to Lucifer. They all do it. Every single one of them. You heard Dolly Parton. She was with, what's her name from that show that's not on anymore?
Friends?
Friends. I forget her name, man. She was married to Brad Pitt for
Jennifer
a while.
Aniston. Maniston.
Anderson or something. What's her name? Anyway, she was with Dolly Parton, and she said, hail to the god,
Azel.
And he's a dark prince. He's one of the dark princes that works under Satan. They do this shit, man. This shit is real for these. Listen, you can think anything you want. These people have relationships with these dark forces, and they're talking about them. Gazelle, hail to the god Azel. Azel is actually a demonic demon, a fallen angel that gives these people powers because they're willing to pay homage and sacrifice and drink blood and do all this demonic eat shit and drink. I mean, all her songs are to Satan. All of them. You just think they're singing. All the stories that they're telling you about the songs are lies and a distraction. Dr. T has told you the truth. You can't deny it, Dr. T.
A viral claim says that on August 12th, the Earth will lose gravity for exactly 7 seconds.
I didn't feel it.
NASA has been secretly preparing for it. But here's where this story gets really interesting. Something extraordinary actually is happening in the sky that day. And the rumor centers around an alleged secret NASA program called Project Anchor. And according to the claim, intersecting gravitational waves will temporarily cancel Earth's gravity, sending people and objects obviously into the air before everything crashes back down only 7 seconds later. And the original Instagram video reportedly received around 62,000 likes and an unbelievable 268,000 shares before the creator's entire account disappeared. And that disappearance only made people more suspicious. But I haven't found any evidence that the project actually exists, and I'm not saying it doesn't, I just haven't been able to find anything to verify it clearly. However, August 12th is still going to be an incredible day in the sky. A total solar eclipse will pass over Greenland, Iceland, Spain, and parts of Portugal, causing the sun to go dark in the middle of the day. Then, only hours later, one of the year's largest meteor showers will peak beneath an almost completely moonless sky, potentially producing between 50 and 100 meteors per hour. And on that same day, millions of people will watch the sun go dark, obviously followed by a night sky filled with what looks like stars falling from heaven. And obviously, if you read your Bible, that immediately brings several scriptures to mind. Jesus said in Luke 21 that there would be signs in the sun, moon, and stars. And Joel spoke of the sun being turned to darkness before the day of the Lord. And Revelation describes the sun becoming dark and the stars of heaven falling towards earth. And I'm not saying anything is going to happen on the 12th as far as the end of the world, because we don't know the exact time or day. But what I am saying is that the Bible told us that there would be signs in the sun, moon, and stars. And we are seeing more and more moments that cause the entire world to look up at heaven and wonder what it all means. I love you guys. Keep your eyes on Jesus. God bless.
What the f are you wearing?
Diaper.
You're wearing a diaper? You're shitting around my food?
I didn't shit around your food, and I apologize if I'm not delivering DoorDash
I'm driving Uber. If I'm not driving Uber, I'm driving Lyft. I'm not driving Lyft. I'm working for Amazon. If I'm not working for Amazon, I'm selling at Works. If I'm not selling at Works, I milk my dad out of his bar. So I don't have time to bother.
In a diaper?
You think I care? There's kids around here, man.
Yeah, I'm wearing a diaper, genius. I'm one of the kids.
That's disgusting. I'm gonna call the cops. Get away from my food.
Take your food, asshole.
You should take it back. Give me your...
All right, first off, what are you doing in that situation? Do you think that guy handled it the right way, or the woman handled it the right way, or do you think something else should have happened? Number one. No. Number two, we have grown men doing DoorDash in a diaper. Just let that sink in. Grown men delivering food in a diaper, and they think this is societally appropriate. What is wrong with our world that we've allowed this level of degradation to happen in society? That's my big thing. What happened to society that we allow this level of degradation to happen openly without saying anything?
I would blame it on a certain alphabet community that likes to publicize their fetishes and whatnot.
Like, this is wild. Absolutely wild. Let me know what you think in the comments.
There's a new scam for you to be concerned about. And why do I say that? Because an individual that went to a Wells Fargo ATM went to take out cash. And upon taking out cash, he noticed that the cash dispensed, but he couldn't get in to get the money. And the reason for that will blow your mind. Have a look at this video for yourself. Listen.
Check this out. I pulled out money, right? And look at this fake ass door they put. It looks just like the one in the back, right?
Look at that.
It was Velcroed on there. I had to rip it open to get my money.
Unbelievable.
Look at this shit.
Those are a lot different than our machines here in Canada.
Somebody put this so when it opens, it doesn't open here, so the money's stuck in there. And see?
Unbelievable.
That's the real door.
Look at that.
Look at that shit.
Just incredible to see. So the next time you head to an ATM, check to make sure that there's not a double door. Because as you can see, they Velcroed a door onto a door that looks exactly like the original door. The money gets stuck behind there, but one of two things can happen. One, you may walk away and say to yourself, maybe it's not dispensing, let me call customer service. Or two, while you're fumbling and trying to get that second door open to get your cash that's behind that door, someone could come up behind you and you know what can happen next. And that's exactly how they stuck that other door onto the other door. As you can see, Velcro. So they took their time to design a door that looks exactly like the Wells Fargo door, just to do this. Unbelievable. This is how low the game has actually gotten. Double doors on the cash machine so that your money gets stuck and they can get it or get you when you're trying to get it out. Another thing to look out for when you go to an ATM, always check that the dispensary door is not a double door or has been messed with. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Honestly, what would be the maximum budget that you would want to spend?
30 mil.
Okay. Do you want to have one section, two sections, or three sections? There's 4 or 5 or 6 people in a section.
There's 8 minimum.
8 minimum. So now we're down to 58. The next one is the maximum range. So the longest trip from A to B, where do you think that would be 5 or 6 times a year?
I'd say maybe Dubai to London.
This is the range that you can go nonstop. Okay, so anywhere in Europe, you can make it to South Africa and you can make it to Singapore. So this is 100% scale. Okay, so I'm 6 foot, I'm 180. This is the exact size. So the G550, this is what it looks like outside, and this is what it looks like inside. You can see it's got those 3 sections. This is the door that closes off, and you got that bedroom back there and the bathroom behind it. Really big kitchen. Flight attendant can prepare anything. Let's say this airplane, you're going to fly it 350 hours a year, and you're going to pay $450 a gallon. That airplane's going to cost about $3.6 million a year to run it. To move furniture around is very, very expensive. If you wanted to change this couch to 2 chairs, it would cost about $400,000. When you have an airplane, the budget is broken up into 2 things. You got fixed cost and you have variable cost. Fixed cost is what you have to pay whether you fly 1 hour or 400 hours. Pilot salaries, it's the insurance, it's the hangar, all those things, whether you move the airplane or not, you pay. And then every hour you fly it, you have fuel, landing fees, catering, pilots, hotels. The variable cost per hour is $5,700. So if you're flying 400 hours a year, it costs you $4,000 an hour fixed cost, plus, so it's $9,500 an hour. And the more you fly it, the cheaper it gets.
3 things I cannot wrap my head around in this timeline. Number 1, in 4 months, it will be 2027. Yes, in 4 months, it can be 2027. 2027 in 4 months.
It's scary how fast this years went by.
What did you do last Easter? Say it right now in the comments. What did you do last Easter? I can't remember. I feel like it was like March last month, but in 4 months, it is going to be 2027. 2019 was 8 years ago. 2019 was 8 years. 2019 feels like a different world, a different lifetime, but 8 years? I don't remember it being 8 years ago. Maybe 5, maybe 4, but 8 years, almost a decade. I don't know. Am I bugging? Am I tripping? Is it wild? Let me know. Hold on, stop, think. Is time moving faster, or these big gaps of time? Or is there just so much stimulation and so many events happening with the internet and social media that everything is getting jarbled up? I can't tell the difference. I'm being honest. I cannot tell the difference, but it seems fast.
Honestly, you genuinely couldn't make this stuff up. Have you seen what The Independent has published today? The next pandemic won't come from a lab. It'll come from the weather. The weather. Apparently now, we're supposed to, start thinking about floods and heat waves like they're an outbreak. Hello? Do you know the bit that gets me? We're constantly being told that everything that we're seeing in the sky is simply just climate change, extreme heats and extreme rain, strange weather patterns. Yet at the same time, look at the amount of times they are filling the sky with solar radiation management. They are spraying the skies every single day. And yet we're supposed to believe that it's the next pandemic. Like, weather modification is real and it's being used on a mass scale. It's not science fiction. It's not something we can joke about and call someone a crazy conspiracist anymore. They are doing this on a mass scale. This is the footage that I took from today. It is literally so obvious. If you just watch it from early morning, check throughout the day, check the evening, and you will see a clear sign that they are dimming the sun using, cloud seeding and solar radiation management. This shit is real. Have you ever heard anyone say, I'm feeling under the weather, right? Well, apparently, we're all going to be bloody under the weather now, because they have literally started talking about the next weather being the next pandemic. I've literally heard it all now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And obviously, I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
I never thought I'd see the day when I'd do this. I'm a 60-year-old man with what they call discitis, which is an infection of the spinal cord. I called the government to get help, because I can't travel back and forth to the hospital to get my IV medication. As you can see. You know what the assholes did? They told me I make too much money. $1,000 a month I make. Too much money. But we've got immigrants that aren't Canadian citizens that come into our country and get whatever they want, do whatever they want, say whatever they want, and we've got to accept this bullshit. I'm done with this bullshit. Now, if you want to follow me, please do, because I'm going to make 2 and 3 videos every day. I'm going to stick a whole bunch of stickers all over my car. I'm going to go all over the place. And if they want to put me in jail, a roof over my head, 3 square meals a day, as much television as I can consume, and pay no taxes. And that's scary. Why? To the RCMP, to the government of Canada. And for you guys that come to Canada for a better life, you too.
All right, people, I'm going to wrap this one up. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you very much, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Peace.